Hello and welcome to ZSR3. We have a Minish Cap Randomizer variety tournament race between Nimbus125 and SDGShawn. This is Swiss round 1. We have Ibot on commentary and Koshyaf will be joining him later on. Ibot, how are you doing?
Doing quite well. Excited for this match. I did also just get message about the other match because apparently something is an issue there, but we'll be with you shortly. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, we have Nimbus versus Shawn, both of these quite experienced runners. Nimbus has been around since the first season of the TMCR tournaments. Shawn joined after that point, but has played in the last tournament and done quite well. So yeah, both of these are very good runners. Quite excited to watch this match. Settings for this round. We have a 50-piece figurine hunt, which is like what you might know as Triforce Hunt in other game modes. Basically, they have to find 50 figurines out of 70 that are placed in the world. And that's about it. They don't need to defeat any bosses for the elements or something which we usually would have. And also different from the usual is that we have obscure spots in the mix. So that adds a few locations that have quite a few checks, which this game already has some of those, like Western Woods is the biggest example where it's like, is it 50 checks or thereabouts in normal settings, and then with these you add another 8 for obscure checks, obscure spots if you have mids, and yeah, there's like 10 Imolaris mines and another 12 in droplets, I think, a few in cloud tops, and yeah, those are the biggest spots. Like Wave Force gets a few more checks in the underwater areas. And yeah, we see them starting right now. So what I also didn't mention yet, it's plentiful, so we expect lots and lots of items, and it's keysy, so they don't need any small keys, so dungeons have more checks than usual. So it's just a whole lot of settings that make everything go fast, and you have to just grab 50 figurines out of 70, so we'll see these guys just go for check density. Yeah, Shawn, not even Puddle Cave, which does open up with 5 figurines right in there. Sword, flippers, and a bow. We saw a cave in Link's house, so that's quite a good start. Having the flippers early is nice. They do now have access to droplets with flippers, so that's a whole bunch of checks right there, as mentioned before. And looks like Shawn might be going straight that way. Yeah. So I expect we'll see Shawn maybe grab some of the checks in the run area, but go towards Temple of Droplets. Okay, is doing Goron Cave, yeah. Might also be a Minish Woods check, but I don't think he would rush that this much. Skipping out of town and everything. Whereas Nimbus is being a bit more thorough, doing some of these checks, getting a check off plate there, spin attack is useful, but there's also 7 of them. So if there's another one on a faster check, maybe Shawn won't need to go back for that. Who knows? I don't think Shawn will get to skip those checks that Nimbus is doing right now, because they are still very... Yeah, it was the vanilla spin, and it was a Gust Jar and Cafe Lady. Gust Jar not actually all that useful in these checks, except that, I mean, we have seen stuff on Green Shoe before in these settings, so who knows? Yeah, Gust Jar doesn't lock that many checks. There's 3 in droplets and 2 or 3 in deep wood, depending on whether that's an element, since we don't need the elements. 2 on Greagle, and that might be it. It does get you to the second ruby path in tempo of droplets without you having to use a lantern and go through a dark maze, so that can help, sure. And yeah, Shawn is now about to head into droplets, grab that out of those checks. We did get a book in Mayor's house. I think we saw a bottle somewhere, that might have been Giulietta, so that would be bottle docked. And Nimbus is heading over to Trilby. Okay. There's a cane in droplets, first ruby path, and along with the figurine. Yeah, Kane, like, usually Kane is absolutely required for Vati. We're not beating Vati this seed, we're just going to the pedestal with the figurines, so it's not hard required, but it does still open up quite a bit of checks. Bomb back there, that's also very nice. So yeah, droplets, pretty good. I think Shawn would have preferred to see like 2 swords here, but there's still checks, who knows. For the Western Woods access, and I guess mids are the other thing that you really want to find. But all of the, like, bombs and cane are also good. It's just not the top tier items that we still have left. There's another bomb back for Nimbus in the moat. See if that changes how he routes over towards droplets any. I imagine Nimbus will still go to droplets somewhat soon. And yeah, that's Shawn done with what he can do in droplets. Nimbus would be able to do a bit more if he decides to use that Gustra to take the little pet over to the bottom area and go to the second ruby path. He's doing the Tingle Trees here. Small shield. That's 2 checks. Wait, he's doing one of the Tingle Trees and then decided, no, these checks are too slow. Okay, that also works. Checking the courtyard instead, stopping by Grimblade for the hard piece. Don't have a lantern yet, so not going to be able to do the other check at Grimblade. And okay, Nimbus is now continuing to do the other Tingle Trees, which Shawn is also... No? Shawn? Okay. Shawn entered one of the Tingle Trees and then decided let's not, apparently. Is checking the one spot over at Wayfords, unless we got the Wayfords Kinstone, which I don't think we did. And even that... Well... Hold that thought. There's a Kinstone right there. Also another Kinstone and a figurine on the rupees at South Wayfords, which Shawn does have the cane to access, so might, yeah, equipping that cane. Shawn's probably going straight over there. Though even with the Wayfords Kinstone, that would unlock one more check in Wayfords. Out of logic. Don't have a grip ring to actually get to most of the checks. Nimbus setting the quick roll at the south entrance of town there and then checking out Karlov. Shawn finding the other, or a other shield. I don't know if there's one info. But, anyways, finding another small shield, so wouldn't have to do Tingle Trees for that. I don't think there was anything else in Tingle Trees. But if there was a figurine and I missed it, please correct me. And there's the Wayfords Kinstone in South Wayfords. So yeah, I don't know if I would go straight back to North Wayfords with that, because it's just one check and it's out of logic. If you had a grip ring, then yeah, who cares about that, it's out of logic, but just for the one check, doesn't feel worth it. Nimbus placing a bomb there and then not waiting for it to explode, so that didn't help. And yeah, you are still happy to see the Wave House Kingston, because once you do get a grip ring, that's a lot of checks. Okay, there's another spin attack on the Eastern Heads Beanstalk. Nimbus dying there. Oof. Think he took the south exit out of town? Yeah, that's where the respawn point is. And there's a bottle for Shawn in the figurine house, so yeah, that... Okay, when we saw the bottle earlier in town it was there, not on Julieta? Or maybe it was both? No, it was there. Okay. Thought we had seen a bottle, I wasn't sure where it was, but... Shawn picked that up. Could go to Krenner. It's... You do kind of want the grip ring to do like upper Krenner fast. But you do have the Gust Jar, you do... No, Shawn doesn't have the Gust Jar yet. Okay. Shawn is going to get the Gust Jar pretty soon. It wasn't Cafe Lady, so... if Shawn somehow skips that, I would be very surprised. So yeah, with Gust Jar and K, block Krenner isn't that bad. Can get to Cave of Flames if you really want to. We might see that. Okay. Remember what I said about Shawn not going to be skipping Cafe Lady? Shawn just had to prove me wrong there. So Shawn does not have the Gust Jar. Does have bombs to deal with the dust, which is fine, but with just the one bomb back you are likely to run out. Another Caster Kingston, I think that's the second. And another sword there for Nimbus, so that's very good. Graveyard Key? Okay. Shawn swinging the bottle at the Octorok. Don't think that would work even if it did shoot to reflect a projectile. Nimbus quite low on health again. Taking a few hits from the Pestos there. Yeah, you can buy bombs on Krenner if you have a shield from a scrub. And yeah, both are quite low on health, but Shawn's gonna refill here, so it's not a problem. Whereas Nimbus has to basically hope for a hard piece on a randomized item, which there it is, so yeah. So much for health issues. And Nimbus is going to be dipping Deepwood. And might just do Green Shoe based on past seeds, I don't know. I wouldn't expect it, but then again, maybe? It's a gamble, but you could do it. I don't know how Nimbus feels about, like, execution strength relative to Shawn here. I'm not sure either of these guys really has a strong execution advantage, but if you do feel like you're the weaker player execution-wise, then those gambles do make more sense. Now, I definitely don't expect us to see Green Shoe. I'm surprised Nimbus is sticking around, but I guess you don't want to come back to Deepwood later. But yeah, that's a red sword, so that opens up Western Woods. We'll see if Shawn finds anything here in Krenner to make this dip worth, but Nimbus with the trip into Deepwood definitely has already paid off. Another cape, that's not useful. Another Cloud of Skinstone. Number 4 according to the tracker, so that's nice. Like going through Cloud Tops once you have mids is fine. You get a lot of checks there. Wind Tribe is another whole lot of checks if you have all the Kinstones. It does open up Palace if you have that, and that's not really a place you want to go too badly. But then just dipping palace for the first rupees is also fine, I feel. So who knows? And yeah, Shawn can go all the way into Cave of Flames here, which might work out, but we have seen the red sword elsewhere, so it could also just be completely nothing. Oh yeah, no, going into Cave of Flames to check like the rupees is worth it. It's also, but then like if say mids are over in Western Woods on, like in the Tree Rupee Cave or something, or on the Beanstalk, then suddenly going up to Cave of Flames becomes something that you want to do for Mirage Mines too, and it would be kind of bad for Shawn to have to climb multiple times for that. So therefore delaying until you have like the mids or the grip ring to make the trip faster or something is also reasonable. Yeah, best case Shawn just gets Ocarina up here and it's fine. And in that case there wouldn't be anything to worry about, but so I don't think we've seen much else of value after the Red Sword and Deepwood. Which, the Red Sword is still making this whole dip worth it, but then if you could have just left after it, that would have saved a lot of time. Okay, there's boots. So yeah, now staying around Deepwood again paid off in finding those boots. They will just make movement faster, so finding them early is nice. Yeah, I was surprised Nimbus stuck around in Deepwood, because there was a red sword in the second check, like, you can't just leave at that point. But, yeah, there's boots. Like, Nimbus was probably thinking he'd end up doing the rest of the checks anyways and didn't want to come back. And now Nimbus is leaving after finding another sword in there. Also, hello, Kotyev.
Hello, sorry for the delay, I got kind of stuck in traffic.
So you missed Nimbus getting up to Blue Sword. We found Cape, Bow, Flippers really early. Gastra was on Cafe Lady, which Shawn somehow skipped. And then Nimbus got 3 swords, 2 in this area, like 2 in Deepwood and 1 over... was it Bellaria or Goldfish Caves? One of those 2.
Okay, so unsurprisingly, Deepwood was a decent play this seed as well?
Yeah, Deepwood was the play. And yeah, apparently Shawn's stream did go down.
I think it's back up.
Yeah. I was gonna say, that happened before, like, shortly before the race and was back up pretty quickly, so I wouldn't worry too much. And yeah, it's back. Shawn is in Cave of Flames. Doesn't look like we missed anything. Yep, and it's gone again.
Yeah, so Nimbus just finishing up.
Yeah, Nimbus is now going through the Minish Loop, like, backwards, after having gone into Deepwood. We did miss the start of Cave of Flames, yeah. I was more thinking that there wasn't, like, I didn't see anything that, on the track or something that we wanted. Like, Shawn hadn't found another sword, Shawn didn't find that kind of thing. Not that I can see Shawn's own tracker right now, so we'll have to check that again once he's back. Which should hopefully be soon. Loading up for me.
Yeah, it looks like he's back up and...
Yeah.
Did they? Yeah, I'm guessing they both found flippers earlier.
Yeah, flippers were in South Hellfield Ruby Cave. Like, those were one of our starting items, basically. Like, we got a cape in Link's house, and then Flipper's bow and the sword in South Hellfield.
I mean, there always is a second Guster, but
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah, I think
yes, there's 3 Gust but
yeah, Sean's gonna be kind of
also, it's
mad
Cafe
when
Lady!
when he realizes he's gonna Guster 0 and then just easily done Deepwood much earlier on.
You didn't need a Gust for either of the swords in Deepwood.
Okay.
Like, you didn't need a Gust for those. So I think, like, we saw the left upstairs check from Nimbus, which is Gustra or Lantern locked, and we didn't actually see any of the hard Gustra locked checks, so...
Yeah, I thought skipping Cafe Lady was a goldfish thing, but apparently everyone's doing it these days. Though it is kind of much more reasonable in Plentiful, though still it's Cafe Lady. There's literally
it's a really fast check. Like, Sean went and did 2 checks of Swiftblade, but didn't do Cafe Lady, and that's... One of those is faster, and it's not Swiftblade. Yeah, the streams might have been resyncing because things refreshed them, so that might have been some jumping around, but it should be fine now.
Yeah, Nimbus just clearing a bunch of checks while he makes his way
Nimbus
to
doing these
Western
checks
Woods.
on the way instead of just rushing Western Woods.
Yeah, I mean...
Which you can. I don't think Nimbus has dipped droplets, no.
No, I don't think so. But I think they're both like fine plays. Like, you could just rush Western Woods and just
the
thing is also fine,
like,
but...
What if Western Woods...
I think like going this far out of...
I guess what if droplets has your mids is the other...
Yeah, that's true. Like, getting those extra 8 checks with them is also quite well.
Yeah.
Sean going for bomb strats, sadly, on spiny trees.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, he managed well enough.
Yeah, like, that fight wasn't great, but it was fine. And Nimbus doing these boot stock checks, which I guess is fair. You found the boots in deep in Deepwood, like, trying to capitalize off that advantage is fine, but also just go for check density.
Yeah, just go for check density.
I mean, I guess, again, like, these are checks. You're not getting 50 figurines without doing some of the checks that are this, like...
Yeah, you're probably gonna end up
checks.
doing these checks anyway.
These aren't the fastest checks, but these aren't slow checks, so doing them on the way is fine. Just, we want to see Western Woods. Like, in terms of gameplay, I guess Nimbus' decision here is fine to just get these checks on the way, get dip droplets on the way, probably. But we want to see Western Woods.
Yeah. Another thing, like, you could check droplets and expect to get mids there, or you could just check Western Woods and expect to get a lantern there, which...
Yeah, the thing is, the lantern outside of droplets is less something that you want to go do anyways, whereas the mids...
Yeah, I mean, it's not much, but, like, still a rupee path and...
Yeah, Nimbus does have the Gustra. He could go to the second rupee path without going through the Dark Knight stuff.
Yeah, but it is kind of slow, and there are a bunch of checks in the basement that are lantern locked as well.
I mean, it's not like it's 2 checks on the ice plane, right? That are lantern locked. And the Gustra to get to the second ruby path is faster than going through the Dark Maze.
Sure, but you're getting like...
Especially since you already go down the waterfall for...
yeah,
the
true. If you
diving
just
checks
go
at the
down the
bottom of it.
waterfall with the...
Like, if first, then you don't
Yeah, if you just take
spend
the
a lot
little
of time
passages, sure.
extra. Deepwood is going to be the red sword for Shawn, assuming he dips in there, which I would expect at this point.
Yeah, Nimbus finds his the falls zone here, which would be tempting to go to the falls if he had a grip ring, but...
Yeah,
doesn't,
if you had
so-
a grip ring, but... Okay, and Nimbus... Oh, is checking the
Gonna do
greenhouse.
count checks? Oh, wait.
No? I thought about... Okay, it's the remaining two Swiftblade checks. Nimbus did get a card of medal, so like, getting those checks would be good here.
Yeah. It's just 4 quick checks. But yeah, I think Goldfish will likely get the highest amount of elements in this round out of everyone, which was 2. I don't
Shawn,
think...
is Shawn just getting this check first, or how's he routing this? Or is he just skipping Deepwood?
he might go outside and just go into Deepwood through...
Yeah, he
through
might
Clippers.
Go
Yeah.
around outside here now.
Yeah, go as Minish outside.
Hopefully. Nope. Okay.
I mean, no, he's
What does
gonna
Shawn
check,
have left?
he's gonna get the rest of the checks in Minish Loop and then go back, I guess. Maybe.
Maybe. Are you thinking that will happen or hoping that will happen?
I mean, I think that's reasonable. You don't know what those are.
Sure, but
Maybe.
you will have to leave from Deepwood anyways.
Yeah, true. Okay.
And
he's
yeah, no,
just
now
not-
it's
yeah.
definitely... Shawn's just... Yeah, you could quick warp back, but
Yeah, you
then
could
again,
quick
it's
warp
like
back.
you have to leave.
Yeah, you're
from
gonna leave.
Deepwood at some
Like,
point.
unless you get an ocarina, you're still gonna go through all that movement.
So
that will require
it's-
you to get those checks.
You
yeah.
would go to Deepwood first if you were gonna do both.
Yeah.
Right,
and we
so
finally
what is Shawn
see-
planning on doing then? The Gustra did open some stuff in droplets, I guess?
Yeah, that's...
Okay, no. Shawn is quick warping, just way later than we expected. And there's that lantern in Wisdom which we talked about earlier.
Yeah, along with a bunch of figurines and the Nat, which Nimbus validates his
yeah,
run with.
flippers were early. Nut isn't really helpful. Also, Western Wood's access, as far as we know, is locked behind flippers through Deepwood, so you know. Like, unless
still
there's
did
another
not.
sword accessible
You-
before Red Sword outside of Deepwood, that nut is never required.
I mean, sure, it's not required, but
Never
I think
helpful.
it's the honorable thing to to do to get the nut.
But it's useless. Okay. Nim is just bombing the path towards the unspeakable one. And there's the red sword for Shawn.
Yeah,
And Shawn is
getting
dipping
back to
immediately,
the
so-
boots.
Won't get the boots, won't get the other sword there. And there's the mids in Western Woods.
And there's the mids in Western Woods. That was... There wasn't much in Western Woods, there was just
I mean-
exactly what you needed.
What do you mean, not much? Like, the only thing that wasn't here is the ocarina. And the grip ring, okay. Both of the, like, grip ring
yeah,
is...
there was like... Oh, right, there was a sword as well.
There's a sword, there's a lantern, there's mids, there was another graveyard key. Not that that helps. Well, it might help Shawn, actually. If Shawn really wants to go towards Royal Crypt, that makes skipping the boots possible.
He would need his sword.
Yes, he needs a sword to access... Well, no, there was a sword on the beanstalk, that's a blue sword.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's all the swords you need for Royal Crypt.
Yeah, now Nimbus is not just like fully opened up. Aside from like.
So yeah,
Keystone
now
basic.
Nimbus is like checking these thing caves is probably going up Krenel to Milari's mines now, right?
Yeah.
I guess you could go towards Lake first again, but it's... You're here, right? You're close to this.
Yeah.
You don't have an Ocarina. I would go up Krenel here.
Yeah, and Castor is a good play as well. I mean, it's not as check dense, which...
I mean, yeah, it's
but
not
you already got,
that
like,
check dense,
everything.
but it's also... You're hoping
Yeah,
to
but-
have a grip ring before Krenel, and these are again checks that you will probably do anyways. Like, once you get a grip ring here, it's more reasonable to start really skipping slower stuff, because it's just you have so many fast checks available at that point. Right now it's still not quite at that point where you expect to get there with just the fast checks you have, so you grab some of the slower-ish ones, right?
Yeah. And Shawn, unlike Nimbus, is actually gonna do Percy, which had a figurine, which is...
You don't
useful
need
in
that.
this film.
There's extra figurines.
Okay, actually, Percy didn't have anything. Just...
Yeah, you always skip Percy.
Yeah, we'll see if Shawn, after like getting his mids checks in Western Woods, decides to actually go for a crit.
Ooh, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I mean, I
wouldn't,
know I
but-
said that it's an option because of that graphic key, but
Yeah, but
that's still slow to do, right?
yeah, you could just go back to like Cave 25 and higher.
Yeah, that is what I expect to happen here. Like, Shawn could also go into Caster, Shawn could go up Krenel again, but Cave 25 or Town Digging on
Yeah.
the way or something like that seems like the best choice for Shawn
Yeah,
here.
just Town Digging on the way and then Cave 25. If he actually had gotten his other sword in Deepwood, he could also check Garden, but...
Oh yeah, Shawn didn't actually go for the Westwards Obscure box, did he?
Oh no, he... Yeah, I think he did not.
Okay. Nimbus did get the caster
Nimbus
underwater
did-
obscure
yeah.
spots,
There
yes.
was roll attack there, I think, and like
Yeah.
health piece. Yeah, they haven't gotten much scrolls, like you see so far. Nimbus has
yeah.
5 and Shawn has 4, which...
So the question is Nimbus gonna... Does Nimbus have 3 caster casters here yet? No. Okay, so
No,
no
yes,
play
two.
towards Fortress. We have seen 3 of them, that's not all of them, because there's
There's
5 of them in the seed, because plentiful. But, yeah. We might have seen more than 3 unique ones, I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I mean...
But according to
Like-
the on-stream tracker, Shawn has 3, and
Yeah, Shawn has 3.
I think there was one in Caster itself that Nimbus got that Shawn doesn't yet have. So that would mean we have seen 4? Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's right.
And there's the 5th Cloud of Skinstone for Nimbus, so... Again, once,
so we-
like, the thing they're waiting on
Yeah,
right now
once
is
you
the
get your
grip ring.
grip ring...
Yeah, it's just... Find a grip ring and then you got Krillin Beanstalk, you got
Yeah, Veiled
Cloud
Falls
Tops
is
and
just...
Grey Falls, like...
Yeah, that's just
with Wind Tribe. Yeah, that should. Oh, like
Yeah,
that would
that should put
probably
you at
take
like
you there.
40 plus figurines and just...
Yeah. Maybe it wouldn't quite take you there. They would also have Fortress of Gomod access soon. Or like
Yeah.
Shawn does have it, and Nimbus will have it
Shawn
soon.
does have it.
So...
I mean, Shawn's almost at 40 figurines already.
yeah. I don't remember what was at the visible spot past this cave. But apparently Shawn decided it was nothing. And there's another pair of boots for Shawn, so didn't need those boots out of Deep Wood. And this might be the last caster Kingston for Nimbus here. No, it wasn't at Cloudtops. It's Cloudtops number 6. Okay. And there's the grip ring.
And there's a grip ring.
So that's gonna be Veil Falls. That's going to be the faster way up Krenil again for Shawn. Yeah, we did also have remote bombs there, but yeah. Like, usually remote bombs are fine, but we do a lot less fighting in this, and...
yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't... Like, sure, it makes things slide a bit faster in some places, but... You don't really need remote bombs.
That's first book for Shawn. I think Nimbus already has one as well.
Yeah, Nimbus got I think the green book from the maze basement.
Yeah, Nimbus actually like doing the vanilla path up Krenil to get to Cave of Flames, which I guess Shawn did as well earlier.
And Trent, you mean the rupee spots that Shawn has already gone to get the Veilfall Skinstone, or which rupee spots are you talking about? And there's the last book.
Sarcasm? No.
Yeah. No, I would never use sarcasm. What?
Yeah, that's the third book.
Shawn not getting that wind crest? I guess he's... No, but... Like,
no, he can't go
either
all the
he's
way
not
up
going up to Cloudtops, or he is going up to Cloudtops, and in either way case, because you don't have all 5 Cloudtops Skinstones, you want that wind crest.
He's maybe hoping... Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
if
if
that's
that
a
is the
Cloudtops Skinstone, it's
he's
just gonna
having
prove us
Cloudtops
wrong.
Skinstone.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Sure.
Now, not getting the wind crest is fine. Like, you go through Cloudtops, and you just take the wind trap tower warp down. And yeah, you don't need the wind crest, but okay,
Yeah,
Shawn is going to Cloudtops, yep.
Malaris Mines check that we couldn't get from Shawn earlier.
First few checks were lots of health, but
yeah,
nothing of value.
Nothing else.
There's
And
another grip ring. That is something of value. Okay. So Shawn is a few figurines ahead.
Yeah.
But
like once you get to 40 something, you do get kind of like stuck looking for that last few figurines.
yeah. Like now that they both have, like, they basically have all the things. Like the only thing that's missing is that ocarina, but again, it just makes things faster. You don't really need it.
I mean, and then Wind Tribe, you do get a quick way back to like South Hyrule.
Yeah, no, like Shawn being able to go down through the tower warp to South Hyrule is definitely going to be nice. And Nimbus is going to go for that.
There's power bracelet for Shawn.
Most likely. Yeah, power bracelet, sure. Okay, it's checking Greyblade first, actually. Power bracelets are... You really don't care. Like, sure, if you have seen a figurine in the Mayor's cabin, that's nice,
there's
but...
not much you're gonna get from power bracelets. Like, there's no windy settings.
I mean, yeah, it's 2 checks, like... right? You're not going...
Yeah, you're not getting the book in these settings.
You might get the book, but not this late. Yeah, like now they're not getting the book anymore, and I think we've seen Mayor's cabin was nothing, so those power bracelets are not going to come in useful. There's the other way for Skinstone. Nimbus not quick popping to Cave Flames here. I think that would have been faster if you want to go to the...
Yeah, now it would have definitely been faster, but... Yeah, they both got like very...
Yeah, Cave Flames had a few figurines, though I think it's more... like how many were in Cave 25, right? That's also a difference right now.
Those were quite a few.
Yeah, I would have wanted to say that was quite a few, and that's the bigger part of the difference here. And did Nimbus just quick warp after the Great Fairy?
He did?
That must have been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think he was planning on doing that. I mean, he must have confused the fairy. Maybe he thought it was like orphan fairy. I'm not sure.
I don't. Yeah. Fairy is the only one where you quick warp right off. Wait, you don't need to go back to
You don't have to go back.
check. Nerves getting to Nimbus at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure when you get
like the seed is fast, right? And you know it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and you know it's fast. Like I'm sure like nerves start to get to you at this point, especially when you get to like high figurine counts. Nimbus checking Shawn Cave, expecting like I don't know the ocarina to be there, and hope Shawn never gets to it.
It's just a figurine.
That's a figurine, but I think it's worth getting it at this point.
Yeah, I mean it's great, but it's not an ocarina.
Yeah.
Like you're happy whenever you see a figurine, but it's not an ocarina. Shawn only just now getting those first Wind Tribe tower checks,
Shawn never
right?
checked.
Yeah, Shawn skipped those in the beginning. Rushed droplets, like. There's another gust jar. I don't know if Shawn took routing advice from Nesman. We'll have to ask him after. Actually, I'm not sure if Nesman knows how Nesman routes, so I'm not sure it's possible to take routing advice there.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard like Nesman giving out much routing advice. It's just Nesman has a very peculiar way of routing himself.
Yep.
It's not like he gives advice.
And Nimbus is now going to be leaving Krenel. We'll probably head over towards Wave Forts as well, or might do Cave 25 first. I don't know if we will see Palace. Do you think Sean will do Palace here? Like, you're missing 8 figurines, you still have Malaris Mines and Krenel Beanstalk.
Yeah, I think like 8. You do want to go for like faster.
Just going to the rupees. Yeah, okay, we're going to see. Okay, Sean saving before entering Palace, so if there's absolutely nothing there, you can scum out. I don't think, like, you would find at least one figurine in Palace if you go to the rupees, right?
Yeah, I'm sure, like, you'll find some figurines, but I think, like,
okay,
at this
Nimbus
point,
is doing town digging here.
You would still want to get, like, check them spots, and just when you get to, like, high figurine counts, then you can decide, like, if you just go into Palace if you're missing, like, 6, or if you, like, go into faster checks if you're missing, like, 1 or 2. And I think you're right, Trent. I do think Nesman just rolls a d20 every time he has to make a decision about routing.
I mean, maybe? I wouldn't put it past. So, Nimbus did town digging, did find that last Castican stone, so that's also an option now. Nimbus does have the forethought, so is going to do these checks in the school garden. And Sean is having trouble climbing up these clouds. There we go. Got Dream Jump and
one figurine and
one figurine.
And the Ocarina.
Oh, Ocarina! Yeah, that is more important! Ocarina!
Yeah, that's... Yeah, he's just gonna quick work route. No, you can just...
no, you leave, and yeah, that Ocarina...
But you didn't get either Wind Crest up in Build Force.
It doesn't matter, you can warp to Southfire Field. No, the Ocarina is huge for going back to Krenel.
You can just... Yeah.
Which, it doesn't look like Sean is doing that immediately. This is a crypt play.
Wait, did Sean get that obscure spot there? Because...
maybe? Sean has gone through town and then to droplets earlier, maybe? I don't know.
And that's an easy one to forget. That.
Yeah, it is. But... Yeah, Nimbus is still doing town checks, still hasn't gone to Cave 25.
Which... I'm not sure if either of them have checked the map, but we do know that Crib is an element, so...
Giving away the spoilers. No, neither of them has checked the map. I mean, they should before actually entering Crib.
Yeah, if you're actually gonna... Nimbus going for... this right now, which... This is a really slow check to be doing at this point when you have like Veil Falls and Crib available and Fortress of Winds.
Yeah, it's...
like, there's a lot of things you should be doing right now.
Like, Nimbus has been more thorough throughout and found items because of that, and like it's kind of paid off. But now is kind of the point where you need to start just rushing these dense areas that you do have.
Yeah, Nimbus could for sure catch up, but...
Nimbus can still, yeah, absolutely, but... like, that window is also closing. Okay.
Yeah.
He is now going to wave forwards at least. And yeah, Shawn will just be saving time on movement with that ocarina now.
Yeah. I mean, Nimbus could like go for the same.
Sure, but this, like, the thing that would save Shawn is going up Crenel again, right? And yeah, Nimbus has only done that once, but it's like, I'm surprised Shawn didn't just go straight warp to the Windcrest at Chaos Flames and go into Mirage Mines, check the Beanstalk before doing this.
Yeah, this is.
And then after Crenel you go to Wind Runes and Fortress, and that's probably going to be.
Yeah, that's probably where you
like
get.
It's 7 figurines we're missing. Yeah, I don't know how many were up on Crenel. But okay, Shawn checking these first 2 checks in the valley and then leaving. That's very fair.
Yeah.
But going back to town.
I mean, I guess. Wait, he already did Garden, right? Yeah.
This is the westernward digging spots. And no, Shawn doesn't have a foresight.
Oh right, Shawn doesn't have foresight.
But yeah, this is the westernward digging spots.
Which he doesn't.
You have a blue sword, Shawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That doesn't work.
I mean, it's both Malaris Mines and Crenel Beanstalk that we want Shawn to do in Crenel, right? So.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I'm surprised Shawn didn't just warp there, considering all he left.
It would be faster to go from South Hyrule Field there if you had opened the shortcut, which Shawn didn't.
I mean, I guess he could just, after getting these checks, open up the Windcrest and...
Yeah, you would get the Windcrest and Caster while you're here.
Yeah, in Caster, and then just... probably just go check the checks up in Crenel.
You might just see a straight dip into Fortress of Gomod here.
Yeah, he is just 5 figurines away.
Wasn't Shawn also at 39 when going up, like, right at this point where Nimbus is right now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Okay.
Yeah, so depending on, like, how many figurines we find in... Yeah, he's just
Shawn not getting that Windcrest, he's... yeah, I guess he's saying, like, if I'm leaving here, I'm not coming back. Which is fair.
Yeah, it's... Yeah. Yeah, this is for sure close. I don't remember like how many figurines were up in Cloudtops. Don't think there were that many.
Shawn got to 45 from this point with like Cloudtops and Royal Crypt, right? So it's not that many.
Yep.
So yeah, Nimbus doing the checks that Shawn has already done up here, going through the Windcrests. Nimbus might save time by not going into Palace, even though that doesn't get him the Ocarina. But if he's just going straight, like say goes straight from the warp to Fortress of Gomod or something, you could save some time there. But it's probably not going to be enough if there's enough figurines for Shawn to hit Gomod.
Yeah, I don't think there was. Yeah, I think like he would need to get the Ocarina, I feel like.
Yeah, the thing is, like, if he does go and get the ocarina,
then he's basically just following.
then he's
Shawn.
just following what Shawn's been doing, and it's not like Shawn won't lose that much time on execution, right?
Yeah, not enough
And
to.
if he's not getting the ocarina, then that might save him some time, but he will still be behind.
Yeah, and there were a few like figurines that Shawn did pick up in Palace.
I don't think Shawn is still planning on going to Krenna. Shawn's planning on hitting Go mode here.
Yeah, that's Shawn's
And that might very well happen.
I mean, I feel like at some point when you get like 40, like you're 1 or 2 away, I feel like just checking Krenna at this point would be.
I mean, I would have checked Krenna like after getting.
Yeah, I
the
would have checked Krenna earlier, but.
Or even earlier, but yeah. Doing this might very well work out.
Shawn struggling to grab the rock of the Beetle's back.
Yeah. For these guys, having Rock Breaker makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Oh hey, there's another set of mitts. In case you were here without them. There was also a bow on the armors, right? So it's like, yeah, you don't need items except the Kinstones before coming here. We will equip you, it's fine.
Yeah, and after Nimbus finishes up Wind Tribe, we'll see if he decides to go the same route as
Yeah.
Shawn, or if he tries. I mean, like the thing is, we know what Shawn's been doing, and we know that like it's probably better for him to just not follow Shawn and
I mean,
try and divert. But
yeah.
like,
Okay, there's another sword. That's Shawn's sword.
And Great Spin, which I mean at this point doesn't really help a lot, but.
Yeah. And yeah, how many figurines did we get in Fortress?
He hasn't got any, I think like 1.
1, 0. Yeah, I think the one was outside. I think we entered
I think,
the
yeah, the one was at the beginning of, yeah.
So... This is the point where you save and check Malari's mines, right?
We've been
not.
saying like
Maybe
this is the point where you check Malari's mines for a while, but I think...
No, I mean save, check it, and see, like if it's 2 figurines, you reset back to
you
Fortress
can
and you
just
know
come
where
back.
those 2 figurines are. So you know you can dip out, like... So you know when you can leave, when you have gotten enough, which...
Yeah, he's at 48, like now
There's-
he probably should.
Okay,
He's not, I mean, he's getting...
Oh, he didn't check this before. That's another sword.
That's the sword, yeah.
So 2 extra swords in Fortress, and that's a figurine,
That's a
so now you
figurine.
definitely want to go
Yeah.
up this side. No?
Wait, did
Doing
he not check
Bistropes.
the left
Okay,
side?
doing Bistropes first. Yeah.
Okay.
One more.
He-
Yeah, you still check
Yeah, you
Bistropes.
just do this
And then you just go up and go for that figurine. Like, I think you still do the checks on the way, but you just go for that figurine now. And yeah, well, there's no way
there's
Nimbus
not
will...
much that Nimbus can do.
No, there's
I
no
mean,
way Nimbus will get 8 figurines before Shawn
Yeah.
picks up this one, and then Shawn has an ocarina to go straight to town. To go to the pad, so...
Yeah, there's pretty much no way. Nimbus.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Shawn
don't
just
think-
now doesn't even bother getting the
Yeah, you-
drop. You just
you
go
shouldn't bother,
straight
it
down
just-
and grab that figurine. Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't really bother. Just quickly grab that figurine, quick work, get your ocarina, and just head straight for castle.
And now it's equip ocarina, flew to town, go to the pedestal, and finish. Yeah, Nimbus finding a figurine there in South Field. I don't think that's one Sean got, for example, but like it's not enough.
Yeah, it's time is when they get to the credits after going
so
into the pedestal.
we will see the pedestal cutscene here, we will see Sean run up into the stained glass room, and that is when time is. And when the credits will play.
Yeah, this was fairly close. Like,
yeah, Nimbus is only missing 7 figurines, which is still
sure, like,
a decent chunk.
I'm sure
right?
like Nimbus could go like into, I don't know if Crypt had any figurines, but like could get a bunch
Sean
of
entered
requests,
Photos of Commode at 45. Like if Nimbus goes that way, that would probably be enough. Based on the checks we haven't seen yet over there, right?
And that's
time for Sean.
ZeldaSpeedRuns. We're gonna get Sean for...
Yes, Sean will join us for an interview. GG, Sean.
GG, Sean.
Is my mic going to pick up? There we go. Hello. Oh.
So yeah, that was a fast seat.
Yeah. I mean, 1.5 minutes and I was in Temple of Droplets, you know?
Yeah, you rushed that far. Yeah, you...
Look, it's such a good play in Figurine Hunt with that many checks just that, like, open that quickly.
Sure. It's also a lot of the checks that you skip on the way you will end up doing anyways, right?
Yeah.
So why not just do them while they're on the way?
Yeah, I was pushing the density to look for swords because I was like, right, first thing I gotta do is get 3 swords in a spin attack. Okay, I've got 1 spin. Oh, I've got
Turns
1
out
sword.
All the swords are of a deep wood.
Ironically, Nimbus...
Nimbus did stay in deep wood after finding that red sword you also found. And found boots and another sword in the back as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Nimbus was a blue sword for a while while you were still at Smith sword.
Yeah, I felt so behind. When I did cave and didn't find any swords, I was like, oh no, this isn't good.
Yeah, we felt that you were behind at that point, but then...
Yeah, I found a couple of pieces, I think. Like 2 or 3, maybe?
The main thing is that Nimbus just kept not prioritizing check density nearly as much as you did. And, like, we felt that was fine at the beginning. Like, it got the blue sword way earlier, it got the... what else was there? I want to say there was something else that, like, where Nimbus got it nicely early, but then... Even putting out Western Woods at that point was still fine for Nimbus, but then after he got the other grip ring and stuff, was when what felt like he should have just rushed like Velforce or Cave 25 instead of doing like Town Pillar and stuff.
Yeah. Like, I even skipped Tingle Trees because I was just like, slow checks are not going to win a figurine.
Yeah, you
run.
did one check on Tingle Trees, right?
I didn't even do it. I went in by accident.
Oh, yeah, right. You went into the tree and then just left. Yeah.
I just do, like, you have to be fast. These settings are so quick. And
Yeah,
I
they're
knew that,
extremely
like,
fast settings.
I knew if you don't get, like, one piece every, like, minute and a half, or well, maybe even less than that, you're gonna struggle to win a seed like this. And so I was just like, quick, where's the best place I could go for the most checks as quick as I can?
Yep.
You did end up like putting off the kernel checks at the end, which were
Yeah,
pretty
did you just
checkpoints.
not like Milari's Mines and Cranny Beanstalk, or what?
I got the Ocarina and from Palace, great place by the way. And,
Yeah.
and just decided that I was going to go to Caster because it was quicker. And
You went to Crypt
like,
first.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I went to Crypt. I went because I wanted to do those graveyard areas because they're pretty quick. You could do the whole outside of that in like a minute.
But they're way slower than Milari's
Yeah, they're
Mines
much
or
slower
Cranny
than-
Beanstalk, right? In terms of checks per
Look,
minute.
I didn't want to go back.
But you had the Ocarina, so it was fine. You just flew to Cave of Flames and you're right there.
I'm trying to find a nice spin on this that makes me look like I didn't forget about it.
Okay. Well, we are on a 15-minute delay, so during those 15 minutes, Nimbus will also finally finish, so let's just get him in here as well. GG's, Nimbus.
GG's Nimbus.
GG's.
If he's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, he didn't finish on restream yet, but like, we figured, like, might as well have the interview now.
Did Sean like full clear town 10 minutes in or something?
No?
I went
No,
to
he actually-
Droplet
he actually
1.5
missed-
minutes in.
He actually like put off Cafe Lady for a while.
Where the heck did he get Ocarina then?
Palace.
Palace.
It's in Palace.
How
yeah.
early did you do Palace?
Not early.
Not that early, like 50
I
minutes.
think I was
in,
in there at like 45-50 minutes in, yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you get all the... Was Palace just loaded the seed then with figurines?
No, it
No,
was
I
just one
did-
figurine in Palace.
No,
Yeah,
but
I
he
did
did
just
go to...
A lot of the slow checks that you ended up-
Okay.
Yeah, he did go to Fortress that gave him like...
Yeah, Fortress
Buying
had
figurines.
lots of figurines.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get my third Casterkin so until I already had like the entire map open.
Sure, but at that point you still did stuff like Town Pillar instead of rushing Vale Falls or Cave 25, right?
I mean, I was gonna do Vale Falls, then clean out Lake, then go to Fortress.
Well, I'm watching you go through town checks again instead of going through Fortress after Cave 25. So,
At this point, I was like, where did Sean go
okay,
to get all
yeah.
those figurines?
fair.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No, it's just a lot of skipping stores. Like, Sean didn't go into the
Okay.
back of Deepwood, stuff like that.
Didn't I
Like,
get...
yeah, you got a sword and boots there, but
Boots is what I got, okay.
there was another pair of boots somewhere?
In Cave 25.
Oh yeah, in Cave 25. And there were other swords in Fortress. Not that those matter that much. Like, 4 sword doesn't block a whole lot, right?
Right.
I think there was 2 swords.
Oh wait, there was an ocarina in front.
That's why I asked.
Oh,
That's why I asked.
Well, that would have been a nice thing to find early.
Oh yeah, that would have made the seat so much
I
different.
figured
if someone
Sean did
decided to
this like
become-
30 minutes in and had Ocarina level
I
seed.
kid you not, I considered it as soon as I did the town dojo. Because I'd left Droplets because Droplets had a cane in it, and I was going back to town, and I was like, all right, fine, I'll do some of these checks that I just straight ran past. Got the
You
first
went to
jar of-
Swiftbit and still skipped Capel Lady though.
Yeah. I think it was the second time I went back to town. I was like, oh wait,
And at that point, like, we knew there was a gas jar there, so we were like, okay, and Sean's gotta get his wait, Sean just left without checking Cafe Lady.
didn't need it anyway. Who needs?
No,
a
you
gust
didn't.
jar?
You could have just gone straight to deep with
Yeah.
it without the gust jar, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like the places where each of you got the grip ring was also like kind of determining for
Where was the
the
other?
seed at the end.
Malari's
that's
Uh,
mine.
Miller's Mines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Nimbus got a grip ring there and just went ahead and kept on doing checks in Cave of Flames, and like you got a grip ring in Cave 25 and just rushed Cloud Tops and Palace, which
Yeah.
did get him the Ocarina.
Yeah, well, I didn't touch Cave of Flames, but I did do all of Krenel.
I
Yeah.
did like all but the boss, and it was a waste of time.
Okay. I saw the
I
Peril
felt
Beam was
so
like...
behind. I
yeah.
felt so behind when I left because I got like 2 pieces and that was it. And I was
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
sorry.
yeah, I was just like, oh, I should have gone to Minish Woods. It was so much of a better play. And then I got a green sword, and I was like, yeah, should have gone to Minish Woods. It's a great play. Then I got red sword in Deepwood and went, yeah, should have gone here. Ah!
Yeah, I had Blue
Yeah.
Sword like 15 minutes in or something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were surprised you stayed in Deepwood after the red sword. Like,
I was like, I'll leave after one more item, then got the boots, checked Matter Pillars, like, okay, yeah, now I'm leaving.
yeah, I mean, and then you still didn't just rush Western Woods, but like did.
Well, because Droplet is right there, and it's like the same item. I think.
Sure.
Roughly the same.
And then there was the lantern in Western Woods.
Right. Yeah,
I think if you want to do both there, I think the way to do it is to go to Lake and then go through Hyrule Field so that your Quick Whip is still there and check Western Woods.
Oh, that would be smart. Yeah.
Because then also, like, if you find mids there, you can check Cave 25 at the same time and stuff.
Okay.
I think that would be the smart way of doing that. But maybe that's hindsight because we knew both Lantern and mids were in Western Woods.
Right. Yeah, I was hoping to get wet mitts before going to Western Woods, so I could do all of those in one trip.
Yeah, but then mids were just in Western Woods.
Yeah. They were in a nice spot in Western Woods, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all the spots in Western Woods are nice, right?
Mhm.
Except the ones that you always skip.
Right.
There was actually a figurine in
Lies.
in Percy.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
mean,
need it.
not actually Percy, but Agbot.
Would have lost even more time.
Yeah, as they pointed out, there was actually technically progression on Yulari for the band points because it had a figurine.
Yeah, that was nice.
I think I only found $2 in the end. So.
Hmm?
I think I only found $2 at the end, and they were both for Red Book.
Well, yeah, you skipped Mayor's Basement.
Oh.
God, it's...
Did you
I
like
think
skip
it's
all
a-
of Seer Zero?
I kid you not. The first minute and a half was me getting the cape, doing the rupee cape, and going to droplets.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I did
Sean,
like nothing
Sean
else.
did all the Kingston fusions before checking the checks in the Wind Tribe Tower.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, how, did you do any 3-0 checks except Link's house? Like,
Cafe lady, eventually.
eventually. Yeah, I guess you did do the Wind Tribe Tower checks eventually as well, but like...
Yeah, you know, you just do them like 48 minutes in after you've cleared Cloud Tops. Makes sense, right?
Of course.
Right.
Closed fusion.
Right.
It's clearly that's what I thought it was.
And yeah, I guess the seed was sub-winnable if you gamble Fountain early.
Yeah,
I mean,
apparently.
it's sub-winnable if I didn't go to a cave. I think I would have.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like, you never went back to the crown anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently town was also like quite stacked with figurines from what we saw from Nimbus.
Yeah, I think you could have.
Sure, but all of those are somewhat slow checks, right? But yeah, I guess it's faster than Cave Flames.
But you could have
Yeah.
skipped the whole of Krenel, right? There was no progression there, if I remember rightly.
I mean, there was a grip ring in Midnight Smiles, but you found the other one.
I mean, other than that, if you play it my way...
Yeah, sure. The slow part of Kernel didn't have much progression, but I think there were like some progression on the Kernel Beanstalk.
There had to be some figurines.
There was
somewhere.
something there. I forget.
There was
why.
something up there. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even do the beanstalk. That's how much I
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Was
we
it
know.
in my force orders? Maybe.
Was it a sword?
No, I reckon
No.
it could be, because there was 2 swords in Fortress.
No, Sean, you skipped the sword in Deepwood. That's all the swords.
I
Okay.
swore I got a sword. What was the item in the, like, the far right of the entrance of Fortress?
It was a
That
sword.
was a sword.
Yeah, that was sword.
You got 6 swords. That's why I'm saying, like, you skipped the one in
Oh.
Deepwood and you got 6 swords, so you didn't skip a
Okay.
sword on the beanstalk.
Hmm.
I think it might have been like extra mids.
There was
No,
a, yeah,
we
maybe
saw
extra Gustra, I
No,
think.
because the extra
Oh,
minutes
extra
was outside
Guster. Yeah, that's
Fortress.
true. It
It was
like-
the
it
extra
was
Gustra on the
Guster.
Juggernaut up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. The Juggernaut
Juggernaut?
was in Deepwood, wasn't it?
No.
The Jabbernaut
the-
was in Western.
Oh, it wasn't
Yeah.
Western.
Yeah,
okay.
Western Woods. Yeah, that,
Very much flippers locked.
Yeah, so there were 2 swords in Deepwood and in Fortress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, also, very nice wind runes with the extra bow and the extra mitts. Just in case you were missing something for Fortress.
Hey, you're going to this dungeon. You might need these items. Shame it doesn't happen whenever we're playing like standard settings.
Well,
Yeah.
standard settings don't have plentiful, so if bow and mitts are in wind runes, that's not nice anymore.
yeah, you can't have like more than one convenient set of mids in regular setting.
Seed wasn't nice anyway. Didn't get Rockbreaker.
Yeah, I never found it either. Only found 3 spins too the entire time.
Yeah, there were fairly like few.
It looks like you're about to skip one because there was one in the left side of Fortress. Assuming you go for this figurine just seen or not.
Yeah.
Right, just go straight for that one.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get the one on the far left. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a spin on the rupees in Fortress. I know that
Okay.
one.
Yeah, right, that was Great Spin Scroll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been my 7th scroll, finally. 8th if I'd actually bothered to grab the Peril Beam.
Yeah, I had 3 spin scrolls, peril, dash, down and roll.
Yeah, same.
Fun settings though. I love these. I love.
Yeah, these are nice settings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were supposed to be like a nice, easy start to the journey, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
round.
yeah,
two
round
is,
two.
okay, do every check.
Yes.
Every single check.
Round 2 is the... Okay, so you had a relaxing seat last time. Now just go do
Full
everything
clear.
without having health. Have fun.
Yeah, that's true as well.
I know why I'm skipping round 2.
Yeah, that's why I'm skipping round 2.
I'm not, but that's because I'm skipping Fire Rod.
Fair.
I'm skipping glitches, but not like the more I think about it, I probably should have skipped round 2. Like I'm against Nesman and
Oh!
No.
Like, I was against Nesmin this round, and that's the... It's Nesmin, it's scary, but this
Yeah.
round, like, you have a chance. But round 2?
yeah, you have a chance. Round 2, I don't think I have a chance.
Ooh.
I'm up against TDH in these settings. I'm scared of that.
So, we did get the spoiler log. Apparently, Rockbreaker was in Fortress on the Igor kill.
Yeah.
Too slow. Would never have done that check.
Yeah. Were there any other questions about the seed? Spin scrolls, right?
Right.
So you got that off Swift Blade. Fountain Big had a spin attack?
Yeah, that was my third one.
Okay, droplets east first, that's the check just behind the lantern lock on the right side.
Never grabbed that, I don't think.
Yeah. Eastern Hills Beanstalk we saw, Fortress Rupees we saw, there were 2 there? There were 2 spin scrolls in the Fortress Rupees. Fast spin and long spin scrolls.
Where was the third ocarina? That's something that like.
And there was also a spin scroll on Octo.
Yeah, you're not getting that one.
Ocarina, Fountain, Green Shoe.
Oh, I was so close to doing
green
green
there.
too.
Yeah, no, okay. What have we learned about these settings? Just
do
green shoe.
Every seed, just do green shoe. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. That's amazing. Like, that one is one that people might actually have picked up during the seed, right? Like, Fountain,
Right.
sure, you could gamble, but you're not going to. But Green Shoe? We've seen that.
Yeah, I thought about it.
I mean, yeah, and it had no element this time.
It didn't have an element, it had a figurine on the
Oh,
element
it didn't?
spot.
Okay, I didn't even check elements.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
neither did I.
Green Shoe was Green Shoe was very worth it with Ocarina and the
think
figurine.
We've seen some green shoes. We saw, I think, in the Candy Crystal match. I think she checked green shoe and there was something
Yep.
there.
Yeah, there was a red sword there. Trent loves me for that.
Goldfish did green shoe and there was an element there.
Yeah. Like, sure, it's a relatively slow check, but it also feels like it's Green Shoe. It apparently likes to have things. I don't know, is it that slow compared to some of the stuff that people do?
It's only
Like,
a
I don't
minute
think it's
long.
that
You
slow.
get 2 checks for the time investment, right? So it's the...
Yeah.
It is slow, but it's not that terrible. There's an element in it.
I'd say it's faster than Town Pillar.
Yeah. Well, because you can do the school basement is why I did it.
Yeah.
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 It's like 2 checks in 30
With
seconds.
that in there, sure. Although you used like 5 or 6 bombs on the 3 rocks and...
I wanted to roll lift, okay.
Yes, but if you don't actually get the bomb to where it should explode, then roll lifting is not fast.
Yeah, it kind of stuns sometimes. I think like yesterday we saw Hendrus and Quenel roll lift and then missed the actual and then missed the bomb up to where he was gonna throw it, just losing him time and then just going for another roll lift and also missing that one. Which like if you do that, then roll lifting can for sure like lose you time instead of saving time.
Yeah,
But I think
no.
it's fine to go for it.
Sure,
It's fun,
but
it's fun.
on that spot specifically though, if you place the bomb without roll lifting it in the right spot, you can get the first
Yeah,
and
you can
third
get it.
rocks, right?
Yeah, you
So
can.
it's...
Yep.
That is faster than roll lifting anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good race, a good quick race.
Yeah, GG's.
Yep, GG.
Yeah. Which I think that's it from us.
Alright, as we're wrapping up, give these runners a follow. And thank you to Ibot and Koshia for commentating, and Bot, please.
And yeah, Lane and Candy
and then
for
Lane and Candy were tracking. Alright, let's see what else is up on the schedule today. Right now over on ZSR Main we have a Link's Awakening any percent tournament seeding race. Link's Awakening DX. Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 tournament match. This will be starting on this channel, or not this channel, ZSR2 in about 30 minutes. A couple of LTTPR Cross Keys matches are scheduled tonight, one at 6:30 Eastern, the other at 7, and then another Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 tournament match at 8 p.m. Eastern on ZS. So a lot of stuff going on today. So yeah, see you next time.
Bye.
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 See you.